Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you what has been my routine when I want more of a dewy, luminous look to my skin. And in the past, I never really gravitated a whole lot towards this type of a look just because I never really thought it looked that great on me, to be honest. More recently, I've been experimenting with different types of skin effects and different finishes using different foundations and concealers and whatnot. So recently, I stumbled upon this combination of products and this method of applying my highlighter. Actually, I'm using my beauty blender to apply a more luminous foundation and then using it to apply my liquid highlighter as well. And I think that has been what has just made this work for me. Something about this, I love the way that it looks, and it's definitely a nice change for spring and summer as well. So I'm going to show you how I do it and some more tips for just making this look work, I think, what has worked for me. So keep watching if you want to see how I did it. Okay guys, so for those of you who have never seen this before, this is my bare-faced self. I'm gonna take my bracelets off so I'm not like clanging around. I look very different without makeup because I have very light features. So after I fill in my brows, put on mascara, all that jazz, I do look really different. I don't know, it's just kind of how it is. I'm going to start off by using this L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur, and this stuff is pretty cool. It really evens out the texture of your skin and fills in any pores or lines or anything like that, which, you know, I think can be emphasized by highlighting products and things like that when you're going for a dewy skin type of look. So this just helps to reduce that. So today I'm going to be using this L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation, and I have really been loving this foundation, and it's kind of perfect for a look like this because, as it says on the bottle, it gives you a healthy luminous finish, but it's not shiny or shimmery. So I'm using W12 Porcelain-light Ivory, mostly this shade mixed with a tiny bit of the W3 Nude Beige just to warm it up, and then that is my perfect shade. So I just dot that all over. Then I start blending it in with my beauty blender. It all just really melts into the skin nicely, so I think that the beauty blender is definitely key to getting that dewy type of look because I think you want it to appear like it is your natural complexion versus looking like you've used a ton of products to get that radiant look, even if you have. I just like to replace a little bit of the product that's been blended away just to get a little bit more coverage for redness. But I will say that usually I'm a big stickler for coverage when it comes to foundations, and I think the Lumi foundation does an amazing job of just concealing the majority of my discolorations and issues. And then I'm going to set my foundation with a little bit of powder just so it doesn't have, just so it stays on your face. Like when you touch your face, it won't transfer as easily and it just kind of locks it into place. I don't want to powder it down too heavily, but I'm using my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I do apply my cream highlighter with my damp beauty blender on top of the powder. I don't have an issue with it at all. If you're using a lot of powder, maybe you want to wait and set it afterwards. I'm going to list all of the products I used on my eyes down below, and I'll also have a link to where you can see how I do my brows. It's a recent brow tutorial. I'll have that down below as well. So I just applied this Maybelline Age Rewind Instant Age Rewind Treatment Concealer in Brightening under my eyes. Today I'm using my old standby, my Revlon Age Defying Concealer in light medium. I have been really liking the Revlon Color Stay concealer as well, but I'm just going to use this one today. So I blended out this side with my Real Techniques foundation brush. I'm going to do the same on this side, and then I'm going to take my Ben Nye Cameo powder, take a fluffy brush like an E40 is the one that I usually use, and I'll just take the Cameo powder and usually just get whatever product has collected around the lid. So not very much at all, and very lightly tap it over the concealer to set it. It's tempting to use a lot of this product, but you really don't need it. Moving on to my highlighting step, which of course is one of the most important steps in this routine. So for that I'm using the Josie Maran Argan Illuminizer. This is a liquid highlighter, and I'm just going to tap the opposite end of the beauty blender, the more precise pointed end, into it, and then just start pressing it onto the top of my cheekbones, just like that. And I think that this gives the most natural look possible, just applying the cream highlighter with the beauty blender. It just, again, makes it melt into your skin, much like it does with the liquid foundation. So again, just tapping that onto the top of my cheekbones, a little bit down the center of the nose, and the Cupid's bow. On the chin if you want, and you can do the forehead if you want. Sometimes I'll just do a teeny tiny bit there, whatever is left on the sponge. Take the sponge and tap in the center of my brow bone and then move it around a little bit and then go directly above that and highlight there too. If I get it in my actual eyebrow, it's not a big deal. The same thing on the other side, and in person, when that just catches the light, it just looks so pretty, I think. Okay, so the finishing touch to all of this, for me, and pretty much for every single look that I do nowadays, is my MAC Fix Plus. It is so key. I think that not only does it help keep your makeup in place all day, it helps to blend all of the finishes of all of the products we've used all together. Not blend it all together, but just make it look more seamless. And also it brings back that look of natural skin, which I think is really key when you're talking about a look like this. So what I literally just sprayed it directly in my eye. How did that happen? What I do is just hold it out and just don't be shy. If you have oily skin, I've gotten questions before about this product, if it's okay for oily skin, and you should be fine with this, even though it does give you that natural skin look. It's not like shiny or greasy looking or anything like that. It's just a finishing spray. So I hope you guys enjoyed this dewy skin foundation routine, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!